So the other day on my adventure to pick up my GameCube, I saw something that I just could not resist. I found myself thinking about it almost nonstop when I got home, and I decided that I could not tell my inner child no any longer. And luckily, I have a very understanding wife who agreed to let me go back and fulfill a childhood dream and buy a game that I'd never owned before. At least not in its original form. The game in question is Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, not only did I want a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 anyways, but I recently learned about the left-aligned bros, which I also learned it's not like it's a super valuable thing or an incredibly rare thing, but apparently it is different, and it's like an older version of the game that contains some grammatical errors and stuff. And I never owned a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 anyways, and I happened to notice that at the store that it was the left-aligned bros, so I just decided that I wanted to go back and get it. And they had 3 of them on the shelf, and I picked them up, I looked at all 3 of them, and this was the only left-aligned one. So I decided that it was just right to take it home. Now, that only presented one other small issue, and that is that I do not own an NES, and this isn't like a factory sealed piece of equipment here. It's playable. It's in a playable state, and I want to play it. So I wanted to be able to bring it home and do that, and I was starting to think like, oh, how am I going to afford to get an NES? I don't know where I can find one. I don't know how hard this is going to be to, make it happen, even find one that's going to work. And then I remembered something that I had stored down in my basement with my Super Nintendo games that would allow me to play this game. And it is called the RetroDuo by RetroBit. And this is a pretty cool little piece of equipment that can play both 16-bit games and 8-bit games at just the flip of a switch. And I had never gotten to play an NES game on this device before, and I am about to put this one in and fire it up for the first time. Now, what goes better with the good old Super Mario Bros. 3 than its nearest relative, Super Mario World? Set this thing up, fire it up, see how it plays. Oh, and one more thing, not only does this system look pretty cool, it's pretty affordable. I think it was about $60, but it came with these really nice replica Super Nintendo controllers. They have a black and red theme. They look great. They feel right. They're the right weight. Everything's good about them. Now, I don't know if the modern RetroDuo comes with these controllers, the ones I found on Amazon, which I will link in the comments, and it is affiliate link. So if you go there and you buy one, you're helping me out. But it has a slightly different controller that has like little wings that come down on the side like this, but otherwise it looks pretty much the same. Still a very nice controller. So anyways, let's get this thing hooked up. There we go. Alright, there we are, set up and ready. Set this thing right here in front of my monitor. And let's see what we can do. Alright, we got the old blue screen and we are ready to give it a try. Let's try the old 8-bit first and see what happens. Oh, we got something. Try it again. You know how these old games are. Beauty. Just what you would expect. Alright, let's bust out a trick from the old catalog. Okay, now, we all know, it says right on the back what you're not supposed to do, but you know how it goes. Just kidding. We got the right thing for this. Let's blow out the RetroDuo as well, just to be safe. Straw came off. It's okay. I think we're set. And here we go. Attempt number 2. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Absolutely beautiful. One small issue. Where is my sound? Give me just a second. I'll figure it out. I wonder why that is. There's no menu noise. I wonder if it's an issue with my copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 or with my RetroDuo. Everything else seems to work. There's just no menu noise. Is that the way it is? Like I said, I've never owned this version of this game. I've always had like the Super Mario All-Stars version. My god, it does look gorgeous though, doesn't it? Everything about this is just wonderful. My god, I love that level. It is just, everything about it is just so nice. Alright, now, what we really need to do is a quick comparison. Let's see how it does with Super Mario World. Ooh, first try on that one. And I have menu music. No save file. I wonder if the battery in my Super Mario World cart is starting to go bad. Which could be the case, honestly. This is the copy that my brother and I have had since we were little kids. So, if it's cooked, there's nothing surprising there. I know that the other level is Yoshi's Island 1, but it's the less fun level. So, we're gonna start with this one. Run up. Get my extra life. Miss the blocks because I'm clearly out of practice. Yes, Yoshi, I know. You're trapped, blah, blah, blah. Alright. I feel like this plays, like, really smooth. Like, this feels smoother than playing this game on Nintendo Switch Online. Whoops, lost my Yoshi. Part of the game, part of the game. Oh well, not important. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a comparison of some of my Super Nintendo games. Sorry, Yoshi. See you later, buddy. Some of my Super Nintendo games on Nintendo Switch Online compared to on the RetroDuo, because I really feel like this is running way smoother, damn it, than Nintendo Switch Online does. Very interesting. I like it a lot. But anyway, guys, there you have it, guys. The RetroDuo is a cool little device, and this controller is absolutely perfect. It feels so good in my hands. It's the perfect weight. It feels just like a Super Nintendo controller. And the best part is you can actually use it in a Super Nintendo because it is the correct plug. And that also means that you can use your original Super Nintendo controller in the RetroDuo, which is kind of a huge deal because those controllers are some of the best controllers ever built. And this device is very cool. I like it a lot. Now there's just one thing to figure out, which is there an issue with my Super Mario Bros. 3 cart not having menu music? Or am I just crazy? I know one way to find out. We're gonna do so. Alright, we're gonna check it out on this little thing. This is a pretty neat little thing that I own called a RetroPie. Well, it's actually a Raspberry Pi with the RetroPie operating system, and it is phenomenal. And if you are interested in that, I will definitely consider doing a video on that another time. But for now, we have to test something. I didn't press the over button. Here we go. All the way down. See what we got here. I bet you there's an issue with my Mario 3 cart. Or there was just never sound on the fucking thing in the first place. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Ah, shit. The controls are different on the RetroPie. Maybe I don't have it configured as well. Anyway, skill issue, clearly. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video and hanging out with me while I check out my newest purchase, Super Mario Bros. 3, and play with something that I've had a very long time, the RetroDuo, which is an unbelievably cool little console. It is definitely going to require that I do some side-by-side comparisons of how smooth that runs, how smooth my RetroPie runs, and how smooth Nintendo Switch Online runs. I think that will be a very interesting comparison. Now, there aren't a lot of games that I have all three of those, but there are some, and we're definitely going to give it a go. Look for Mega Man X on that. My god, I could do a four-way comparison. Mega Man X on Super Nintendo as the RetroDuo. Mega Man X on the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Mega Man X on the RetroPie. Should I even have Mega Man X on the PlayStation 2 on the Mega Man X Collection? Very interesting concept. That might be a video worth checking out. I haven't recorded that video yet, but I have recorded this one. And if you'd like to see something else about old video games and hang out, have some fun, share memories in the chat, I strongly recommend that you go and check it out. And we will have tons of fun together.